demo to drop. Welcome to Dope or Nope, the biggest weekly demo drop on the planet. Every Thursday, we bring you never-before-heard demos dropped off by new and accomplished artists and producers. Then, we offer our feedback to help songs reach their full potential. This is Dope or Nope. Now, your hosts, Nick Dietrich from the Disco Fries, 30-plus year dance radio programmer John J.B. McDaniel, radio host and social media guru Raquel Goldie, VP of Dim Mock Records Lauren Padman, and 30-plus year music promoter Hess. It's time for Dope or Nope.
Here we go.
Yeah. We're looking kind of lonely on the screen, man. We need to be
Just
bigger.
a tad. Just a tad. Well, on Instagram it looks fine.
Okay.
But everywhere else we're just very small in the middle. It's
All
okay.
right. All right. How you doing, brother? Thanks for joining today. Pretty excited.
Doing really, really good, man. Really good.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. Christmas time. What's up?
Yeah, how are those kids doing? They must be like bouncing off the walls.
I mean, I can't. It's, you know, the lights went on the tree the other day, and then, you know, on the stairway, and some of the things happening, and then it's like energy goes up about 10. And as we get closer, every day, my little guy walks up to one of the Google displays, and he's like, "Hey Google, how many days till Christmas?"
I feel like they should all just work in a retail store. Yeah. They just they're like human elves.
You can't hear what I'm hearing, but it's like, all right. There it goes. My phone just went off because yeah, it does that.
Oh, you're getting double action. So you get the live stream and you get the phone? And
the phone, yeah.
Oh, so that's fun.
Yeah, these pods pair with more than one item at a time. But so we're here. I'm glad Lauren's not here really, because he gets so upset when there's no music in the background. He gets like really twisted.
I actually sometimes prefer my life without any music, so I can appreciate when I do listen to music. I don't know about you, but I'm a big silence guy.
Oh yeah, every morning.
I need it.
I crawl out of bed just to get on the couch. I turn off all the lights on the main floor, turn on the fireplace, and I just sit there with the dog.
Love it.
Yeah.
I've got friends like not in the music business who like they get in the car, they automatically turn on music in their house. They always have music on, and I do that too, but
yeah,
I also like to just drive in silence sometimes.
Yeah,
and it's wonderful, and they all think I'm totally a nut job, so it's fine.
I like it in the morning because if I don't have that one thing in the morning, like it's, I try to get in on the couch like before 6, and because I know anywhere between 6:20 and 7, the kids are going to get up. So sometimes I'm a little late, and I just sit down and I'm like, oh yeah, here it is, and the lights go on upstairs, and it's on.
Yeah, like can you imagine 6 a.m. starting your day with a Radio Dave record? It's a bit.
Oh,
it's a bit
or how
of
about
a wake up.
Just Radio Dave himself, like.
Yeah. Just
What's
totally
up, Dave?
amped up.
Yeah, exactly. So you're listening to Dope or Nope. If you've just joined us, we generally try to get on the air before 3, but stuff happens. And once again, my camera decided not to talk to StreamYard today, so you're looking at me right through over here in the laptop. Thank you for joining us. Big Dave, driving in silence because, okay, I can't repeat that. Thank you for joining us, Divine, Bad Monkey, Mason Boss. Hey guys, that link you sent, I don't know if it was this week or yeah, I think it was this week. That link is dead. So if you want to pop another one in real quick, we can get your song on there. Rowney, thank you for joining us. This is Dope or Nope. We play the best demos every Thursday at 3 p.m. EST. And normally we would have Raquel and Mr. McDizzle and Lauren. I think Lauren's in Australia, so that's 7 a.m. or whatever it is there right now, tomorrow. And so that's why we're making this sort of like the year-end show, because it's the two grinders right here, me and Nick.
That's right.
This guy up here grinding.
Hey, real quick, just because
yeah.
he's texting me right now, I'll shout him out. Big congrats to Will Holland, the whole Enhanced team. Just saw
Oh
they
my
had a
God.
huge announcement today. 50%
Absolutely.
getting Create Music involved in the label. It's huge. Shout out to him.
No, it's
I'll
giant.
text him in an hour.
It's giant. Yeah, absolutely. Divine, it goes to dopeornopemusic.com. There's a link there. If you could pop it in there, that would be much easier. Thank you. So, should we get started with some demos? I think that's the thing, right?
Let's do it.
All
It's
right.
time.
So this is Rimnez, and this is called Paradise on Dope or Nope.
Through the night, want you to keep me close. Let me be yours. Just one look in your eyes, I see it all. I wanna fall in love tonight. I don't care if it's wrong or right. Take me with you, alright. Don't let me go. I want you so, baby. Can you hold me one more time? Send me into overdrive. Your love only gets me high. Think I found my paradise. Hold me one more time. Send me into overdrive. Your love only gets me high. Think I found my paradise. Your love only gets me high. Think I found my paradise. Losing control in your arms, it's where I feel alive. Closer to the sky.
So that's Paradise by
Just one
Rimnez.
kiss.
I kind of like that, but I have like one little thing I wanted to say first. Real quick shout out to Ray Rock, who's checking us out on Instagram. Alex Mirage, Rimnez is there also. What's up? Ken Loy, whoa, and Just Good. Thanks for joining us on Instagram. On this piece, when it went into the chorus, right here, I thought for a second something else started playing in another tab.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Roundy Music on Twitch hit it nail on the head. It is a little out of key throughout. Like the parts are all cool. I should reframe that. The sound set is really cool. I think the running bass is interesting. The idea of that like counter line, the string line there is interesting. And the overall vibe works, but the chord choices, the melodic choices, nothing feels glued together because they're all kind of in disjointed keys.
Just in
So
that
I'd-
like section, right? I feel like it's just right there.
It's the vocal too. There's something with the vocal that's rubbing against this key.
I like the vocal here. So when everything else is stripped back, it's like it feels off, but I like it. It's like off in a kind of a cool way. But I like this part I get, but when like you bring everything back around again, that's when I feel like the rub, for me anyway, that's when I feel like the rub kind of gets.
If I had to guess, it's like a third off. But I am curious, Rimnez, if you want to send over the acapella, I'll tell you what key it should be in.
If I had a guess, it's a third. If I had a guess, it would be like a fucking mile.
I like
They're
that
like, oh,
measurement.
it's a third. I'm like, yeah, it's from here to like my kid's school.
But
yeah.
again, cool vibe, Rimnez. You know we love your stuff.
Yeah.
This one needs a little bit of retooling, but I think we can help you get it there.
I like the track though. The energy's there. So
Yep.
I think, but then again, that's why we're here, right? That's what we do. So
100%.
that is Rimnez with Paradise. All right, next up is Bad Monkey. I know
Let's
that
go.
guy. This is called Get Up, and this is Dope or Nope. Bad Monkey. Whoa. Do we have the bell? Is the cow available? Because I'm going with. Yes. There it is.
Guess what? There's 2 cows. They're next to each other. They're hanging out.
Oh.
They're hanging out with a bad monkey.
Damn.
Big zoo.
That was really good. That was really, really good.
Awesome.
Other than the static I'm getting through probably loopback a little bit here. I don't know where it's coming from, but might have overmodulated on that a little bit with that track.
If you guys hear static, we're just whatever. We're working through it. You can listen through the static today a little bit. It's totally fine.
Yeah, not going to change, just so we're clear. Banger. I have 0 comments.
I have no notes. The only thing I'd say is I wish Lauren was here to hear that one. I think that would be a great new noise record.
Yeah. Absolutely. Divine, cowbell is like the little extra on that. So it's the bell, but then there's a cow. So, no notes. Awesome. No notes on that one.
I'm going to
Bad
listen
Monkey,
to that
what's
again
up?
after the show, though. Love that guy.
I'm sure you will. Next up is Alex Lemirage and Jay Rivas, and this is called Genesis.
What is going on? Is there anyone there? I'm so alone now. Oh, you're hearing my prayers. Don't let me down. Don't let me fall again. Fall again. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Don't let me down. Don't let me fall again. Fall again. What is going on?
So that's Alex Lemirage and Jay, that's Jhay Rivas, and that's called Genesis. What do you think, Nick?
That's really good. I'm giving that a bell.
I'm with you. 2 bells, please.
All right, 2 bells. I want to know where. So when the song first started, I was like, Sirius XM chill thing, but then when the groove came in, I was like, well, maybe not. But there is a place for this somewhere. Where do you think that record lands? Because it's not quite a chill
It's
thing, because
hard.
it is kind of energetic.
No, I mean, this section here, like, that'll never get past Dre.
Right.
I mean, it's too much. It might on the app. So right here in this first section where it does, this is still like on the edge of what they do. But then the second one, that kicks too much. At least for chill, right? I like it like as a piece, but then like what would I do with it if I were like on the promotion side of it besides the DSP? I don't know.
It's really cool, though. I mean, I could see Tiesto playing this, like when he does his After Dark sets.
Yeah, Divine said Armin would love it. Probably true.
Armin, too. Yeah, really, really cool. Vibey. I'm not sure what I would do to change it or improve it offhand. I'd have to give it a few more listens. I might be inclined to say like that later section where it does the like stutter thing. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah.
for a remix, but keep that out of the original.
Yeah, I like it as both in both places, but I'm wondering, like as a use case, would I say, listen, that like so the Tiesto Armin vibe, like go all the way in, throughout the entire piece, like maybe the intro a little bit lighter, but then start to just walk towards that sound further and more complete, or make it chill, right? So for what we're talking about here, which not everyone is maybe interested in that path, but like from a radio perspective, for me, I'd say it sounds awesome, but it has to be one or the other for the opportunities that exist on air, I guess is the way I would say it.
That makes sense. Yeah, totally. I will say it's wide open for mixes, though.
Yeah,
like you could do
100%.
so many different directions with this sort of vocal, and kind of the chord structure and vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So he's actually on Instagram listening, and he said he was going for a unique break the rules vibe. So,
well,
check.
You achieved that for sure.
Check on that one. Couple of people, a few more shout outs. Jeff Z, what's up, brother? Junior Sanchez, Magoom, who else just joined here? Rezar, come on, bro. The Rezar. He's like, I
got a few on my end. I got Albert Breaker. What's up, man? I saw you were in Belgian's Forbes 30 under 30. He just announced the other day that he made the cut.
That
guy's
just,
pretty awesome.
He just like sneaks around and boop.
Pops up where you least expected. DJ Za, what's going on, man? Pete Summers. Everybody's in here hanging out.
There it is. And once again, if you're just joining us, this is Dope or Nope. We do the best demos. We don't listen to them ahead of time, right? We just I go down the sheet and I just boom, 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 one at a time. And this next one is by Rowney, and this is called Alive. Wow, that static is annoying. I wish I knew a way around. All right, just got a deal. With Alive. What a chill vibe for him. No?
Yeah, it's cool.
Any notes?
Not my wheelhouse. I liked it. I liked it as a listening record. It's not something that It's not a club record for me, at least. There's probably a place in some DJ set for this. I know our artist Vic plays some venues that lean a little more indie, where this could work for sure. I like it. I think the production's kind of cool. It's forward thinking. As an instrumental, it could work in certain types of, like, not lo-fi playlists, but some of the UK playlists that are more chill, and study playlists, things like that kind of have this vibe. Yeah, that's all I really got. Nothing productive from me on this record. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's really good. I kind of wonder if like Dre would go for this on chill. Maybe not the station. So, you know, they have a couple of chill versions in the app, which are a little bit different. One is just straight instrumentals, which is interesting. I like it. That's the one I actually like to drive to, because there's just, like, it's great. It's very calm and soothing when you have two kids in the back and a dog.
Paint the picture.
Like, this would be so good. Sync deal for video games.
I like that too.
Yeah. I'm actually would like a bell on this. Come to think of it.
Spawn says your dog is so chill. Would you say your dog is more chill than your children?
I mean, yeah, by a lot. Yeah, unless, of course, like, December is hunting season around here, so he basically hides in the basement.
Got it.
I have to, like, dig him out or use the Apple badge to find him, because it gets a little loud.
I'm sure.
But yeah,
they're
really
coming
nice
for me,
job.
Dad. They're coming for me.
He's like, shake. I have to give him, like, CBD every day. Rowney, thank you for sending that. That's Alive by Rowney. Up next, Friend Zone, all night long, right here on Dope or Nope, and that's with Charlie Wonder, by the way.
Always searching for the middle ground, but for the moment, can we both agree to let it be? Oh, share all your love with me. The sunrise ain't guaranteed. Just take my hand, you'll see. We'll rewrite our history. Come with me, let's go all night long. Stay with me, we'll go all night long. Come with me, let's go all night long. Don't let out tomorrow, we're not today. Come with me, let's go. Maybe all we need is here right now, and together we can figure it out. So for the moment, can we both agree, please? Oh, share all your love with me. The sunrise ain't guaranteed. Come with me, let's go all night long. Stay with me, we'll go all night long. Come with me, let's go all night long. Don't let out tomorrow, we're not today. Come with me, let's go.
I'm digging that. Friend Zone, all night long with Charlie Wonder. That's a bell for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna double that. Shout out to my daughter making a cameo.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude.
She just
That was awesome.
rolls right in the studio without me knowing.
I was like,
Dude,
wait.
this happens to me all the time. Like, family member, I have headphones on, right? I'm blasting a mix. I have no idea what's happening behind me. Like, there could be, the whole house could be on fire.
For sure.
And I'm just here, right? Somebody will come up behind me. I scream like a girl. I get up. I throw shit. Scares the living death out of me. But this time I just got like creepy hands next to me. So it's fine.
I love it. Any notes on that one?
I got a little distracted. I really liked it. I thought the vocal was like very Warped Tour, Sum 41-ish in a way.
Yeah, sure.
90s pop punk-ish,
Yeah.
which I liked. I liked it for the record. I was hoping the drop was going to have like a little bit more bite to it. It felt like a little tame, but at the same time, I thought it worked. What did you think?
Yeah, I think to your point about the drop, I think it's maybe Too Harder would have sounded like in too hard a contrast to the other parts. Yeah, I always like a big fat like smash you over the head thing, but you know, if you're coming into it with something a little bit lighter like this, I think it's hard to. I think it was in accordance with how the rest of the song was going, if that makes sense.
No, it does. The other thing I'd say is like the vocal works. With this sort of vocal, it's important that it's layered up a bit. It felt like a little thin and down the middle. So I would take a look at maybe having them layered up with some harmonies or doubling it a few times just to fatten it up.
Yeah. Radio Dave's already putting his hand up for a remix, I think.
There you go.
Is what he's saying. I can read what he's saying, but I think I hear something else like, let me remix that. But yeah, you're right. Just Good said, gives me loud luxury vibes. Not a problem there, huh? That's not a bad thing. That's Friend Zone All Night Long with Charlie Wonder. DJ Kirk, you're up, bro. You ready? This is called Feed Your Soul on Dope or Nope. That is DJ Kirk with Feed Your Soul right here on Dope or Nope. I have half a bell. I'm going to go with half a bell. I think I love everything that's going on. I'd like the part 2, which would give me, the other half of the bell, I guess I should say. You know, I dig the house vibe. But I wanted to do like at 124. I'm like, okay, what's the next thing? Where's the other thing?
Right.
I don't know what the other thing is, but I felt like there was another part that had to happen for me to go all in on.
So I've heard this vocal a ton. It's a splice vocal. That said, it's a good placeholder for vibe. It's a great vocal. Yeah. And I think it could work. It's not like records haven't come out with splice vocals. That's not the point. The point is, if you are going to use a splice vocal, the production around it needs to wow quite a bit to differentiate the record. So to your point, I feel like there needs to be like a little call and response. And the stabs are cool. Those little ravey stabs that come in are cool. But there's no other like moments in the record. I will say I love the groove. I think I say this every time we hear a new Kirk record. This guy has gone like light years in the span of a year and a half with production. I love this groove a lot. I think you can even get a little nastier with the swing of the bass line, and sidechain it a little bit harder. Feels like a hair square right now. You just push the swing a little heavier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But,
like it feels like it's the same piece.
Yep.
Again, and then it goes into like that secondary drum pattern. But I really wanted to I want this to be like 5 minutes long and tell a bigger story.
Yeah, I'd agree. And it has the potential to do that with probably fairly minimal work.
Right. The track is definitely there. So that's DJ Kirk with Feed Your Soul. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Five Dust. It's All Right. Dope or Nope.
We find our way. Each step forward breaks the grave. The weight we carry starts to fade as dawn begins to touch the shade. Strength, a steady fight. Through the dark we hold the light. And even when the road feels tight, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Dust with It's All Right. You're listening to Dope or Nope.
Can you jump ahead to like the last drop on that one real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to see if there's another moment that happens.
we're kind of in it. It's 2:32.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of it on the way out.
Nice. I'm gonna give that one a bell. I really like that.
Yep. Bell and let's drop the cow in there.
All right. There you go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's saying it still needs to be need to do a little structuring. Yeah, I mean, it's great at 2:32. It could even be like 2:15, to be honest. Like if you're gonna end with that piece there, then half of it would be great. But if you're gonna expand on that, then what's the next piece? But I really like it. I like the vibe a lot. I like the vocal. I like the. It's not what we would call a pressure track, as we've discussed these before like 100 times. But I feel like there's a little, like, push down on it, like a little bit of pressure, but in this tempo. You know what I mean? There's definitely some push, and I like it. I like that.
It's a combination of things. It's that single note synth that dun, 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 but it changes chords under that, so it creates this tension. I will say that style has been done a bunch. It is becoming semi-timeless now, but I would think about, is there anything you can add as a counter melody or just some interesting detail to make it a little more yours? Because if I heard this track, I'd be like, this is a great record, but it sounds like a lot of other things in this specific lane that, Camel Fat kind of made popular and a lot of people have done since then. We took kind of a cue from this to do Spiral when we did Spiral with Lena Lee, and it kind of has this sort of driving momentum to it.
Yeah.
But there were things I tried to do in that record to make it ours. So I would just go back when you go back into it, kind of keep that in mind. But I really love it. I think it's awesome.
Really
the
good.
production's slick.
Really, yeah. So that's a good question. Is this a splice vocal? I guess Divine was asking. I don't know. George, maybe you can answer that. In the meantime, not me, George, that George, right? Okay.
Yeah.
In the meantime, then there's this guy. Radio
Uh-oh.
Dave with
There he is.
X2C. X2C? Ecstasy? Being cute there, Dave? Dope or Nope right here live.
No more misery. Now your mind is free. This is ecstasy. No more misery. Now your mind is free. This is ecstasy. No more misery. Now your mind is free. This is ecstasy. No more misery. Now your mind is free. This is ecstasy.
Radio Dave with Ecstasy. Perhaps.
He's consistent, folks. He's consistent.
There's a lot
Splung
of stuff
said,
going on there.
"Is Radio Dave getting soft as 2024 wraps up?"
In my old age, what? Dude, let me just tell you, there's probably none of you. I got 20 years on anyone in this listening to the show right now.
It is a bit tamer. The sound is a little more rounded around the edge, which I'm not mad at. I wish there was just something had a little more bounce to it, and I think it's that bass. But I also I didn't care for that walk down section. I know, Dave, you wanted to do something different in that middle bit, which it does need to change up there. I just don't know that like walking down with the bass line is it. Kind of took me out of the vibe. Hate it or love it. That's my comment.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. I'll give it a half a bell though, because I do like where it is right now, but definitely I want to say like I'm trying to figure out a way to describe this because it has the Radio Dave like the sounds, but they feel like they were intentionally turned down. And you know, like if if you took this Radio Dave, like if Radio Dave turned up the volume on all the sections, like then I would be like, oh, this is, but it's the same sounds, but it feels like someone took about 15% off the top of that when they were mixing it down, if you will. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, and I like that for him. I'm not mad
language.
at that. It becomes a little more friendly. Dave, I'm sure I've given you the references before, but Botneck, we did a lot on Dim Mak a long time ago. In this lane.
Those two guys, right? Those two guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jack Beats. Check both
I'll
of
have to
them.
go back and listen to that. But Botnick, I remember. Well, I think I was on retainer at Dim Mak during that time. I really enjoyed their stuff. It was kind of like in the same lane as like Brooks. You know what I mean? Like that kind of.
Yep. I will say this is there. Wiser and truer words have never been said. The fact that Radio Daveness is even a term makes sense and is a pretty big deal. Do you know that a lot of artists go their entire career and can't find a sound?
Right.
So, like, the fact that whether or not this record is it for us or not doesn't mean anything. The fact that you have a sound that is yours is the hardest part. You did the hardest
100%.
part. That is nearly impossible to figure out sometimes. So
you got it, though. Yeah. This is Super Radio Dave.
Yeah, Botneck is Canadian, too. I don't know. What's in the water
I didn't
up
know
there?
that.
They're like the friendliest people up there, and you guys are just... This is so aggressive.
All right, so Sean Magda dropped one off, and this is called Zenith, and he says demo idea. So let's roll with that, and this is Dope or Nope. Tracy Manor, what's up, girl?
Is that the last drop?
Yeah, it goes out at it's 152 total. We're at 136. I mean, it's like you said, it's a demo idea.
Wait, who is that again?
Sean Magda.
Oh, that
And
was
the
Sean.
EDM.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
it sounded like Sean, and I just didn't hear you say his name.
Yeah. Really
Yeah, this
nice.
one's cool. Sean, I'd say the second half of the drop, which you probably already know, needs some sort of variation because it just kind of loops. And the setup production feels a hair rough compared to the drop production, which is fine because it sounds like you spent a lot of your time on the drop. But now, as you extend it out, think about that. It's really good, though. It's catchy.
Yeah. Yeah. What a great idea.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Yeah. Let's start writing the song to that, right? I mean, you got to start somewhere. And that is definitely a good place to start. So for that, I would apply a bell.
All right. I'm going to match you with a bell, a demo bell.
A demo.
I know they're all demos, guys, but
They're
like
all
this
demos,
is
right?
this is a demo.
This is truly straight up a demo. Thanks, Sean, for sending that over. That's called Zenith, by the way. How do you think you would say 21 ROR as a artist name?
21 ROR. I'd say 21 ROR.
Yeah, I don't even know where to go with that. It's cat. All right. Anyway, so that's the artist name, and this is called My Mind on Dope or Nope.
I'm losing my mind.
Uppercase Dave.
I'm losing my mind.
Oh, God, the static is brutal. So sorry.
The static's rough on this one.
What's that?
Static's rough on this one. I can hear through it.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind.
If it is what I think it is, it's getting a cow.
I'm losing my mind.
So that's those guys. That's called My Mind.
I like this
So-
guess. I'm a fan of that guess. It's close, I think. Error, maybe.
Maybe. This is really cool, but this is like before where you were saying when the drop hits. I think you can go bigger here. I think you could just. This
In what
section
way?
here- Hold on.
Losing my mind.
I don't know. I don't. Not in my wheelhouse how to do that, but I feel like it should
So-
just punch me in the face. I kind of feel like I'm getting a tap on the shoulder.
I think part of that's a mix thing. Because
Yeah.
the kick is really rolled off. It's not really like snappy in your face, punchy.
Perhaps. Yeah.
And a lot of the sounds are just kind of rolled around the edges. I personally kind of like that because it's different, but it could go either way. I really like this record. Again, I'm gonna give it the old.
We got the cow from
Cow.
Nick. Nick doesn't pull the cow out very often.
No, I like it. I mean, I'm trying to hear through that static was a little tough on that one.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I will say the static added to a lot of these records, like from they sounded nostalgic and vintage.
Right. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna mess with Loopback for a second. You pontificate.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.
Sure. All right, guys. Well, since it's the wrap-up show of Dope or Nope, were there any favorite moments, artists, or records that you love this year? If so, please drop them in the chats. Just asked us a question on Instagram. Do you guys only review originals or do you consider bootlegs too? I've made a few. Would love to share it. Generally, originals only. If it's like a really, really, like we've listened to some cover versions where it's an interesting take on a, existing vocal. But we try to stick to the originals.
Well, a lot of the times we'll get bounced also from the Instagram feed, just because of those. And I've skipped a couple today too that were like upcoming releases. So we try to do like it's a demo drop, and if you have a finished upcoming release, unless it's something you need tweaked, right? Then state that in the comment section when you drop the song off, because we leave a box for that. But generally, like a upcoming release, I don't do those, or a remix of something that's very popular. Just good. I think there was, I forget what song you had put up, but it was for sure something that would get us bounced. I remember looking at them like, and I want to play them. It's not that I don't, but it's like, it's difficult to do that because we'll just get tossed off the stream. Mason Boss, if you guys are still around, that
Mason Boss
link
too,
you
yeah.
sent, no bueno, doesn't work.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, come on, you guys. All right, next demo, shall we?
Let's do it.
This is the last one I have, actually. This is by La Felix, and What You Gonna Do? You Got That? That's the whole title. What You Gonna Do?
Can we get Brian Za dropped one? DJ Za dropped one in the thing. If you can manage that one too.
Yeah, yeah, sure. That's one.
If you
want to
do two more,
but we'll do. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. All right, La Felix first, right here. Dope or Nope. Let's go.
You got that. I love this heat. It ain't just me. A masterpiece. love this heat. It ain't just me. She a masterpiece. I got that tingle on my tongue that I love, don't need a stunt double. This the one, I seen it from the front. Switch it up, that feeling that you want. I'm the plug, no remedy. Other than the real thing, no enemies. We all on the same page, you feeling me? And you know I feel the same simplicity. Only thing that's on my brain is your flavor. Now and later, good intentions, bad behavior. Take it straight, don't need a chaser. Turn the heat up, just my nature. 911, baby, don't you dial it. No one out there can tame this fire. And they feelings, they in the crisis. Well, ain't ready for all this stifling. Come a little closer. Stunt double, this the one, I seen it from the front. Switch it up, that feeling that you want. I'm the plug, no remedy. Other than the real thing, no enemies. We all on the same page, you feeling me? And you know I feel the same simplicity. Only thing that's on my brain is your flavor. Now and later, good intentions, bad behavior. Take it
One more
straight,
time.
don't need a chaser. Turn the heat, ain't ready for all this stifling.
I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again.
I'll double up on that.
All right, 2.
I like this a lot.
I love it. What?
Really
Who was
cool.
it? Felix with what?
La Felix,
La Felix. Okay.
L.A. I guess or L.A. Felix. I don't know. But it's in the graphic. It's all together. So I'm gonna go with La Felix.
Got it.
Really cool. Really, really cool. I don't really have any comments.
I have one comment, and it's about, well, 2 comments. I'm sorry. The bass feels like it's all in the middle. There's a couple points where you hear like a bass slide, and you get a little more of the low end. So I think you should look at opening up that bass so it's just a little fatter in the sub. And also that synth is awesome. I just wish that there was some automation on it where it like opened up and then it maybe got tighter in some spots. So it evolved kind of in and out a bit through the track. But that said, you did the most important part, and that was the groove and the vocals killer. I love
I
it.
love the vocal. Yeah. Like that
We'll
a
put
lot.
that out tomorrow. Let's go.
I was gonna say, if I had a label, I would do something with that.
That, you know what? You know, we do a killer remix of that one too, is Boogie Hill Faders.
Oh yeah. By the way, are they here today?
I don't think they are.
I heard something they did recently. The Lenny Kravitz. Have you heard it?
Yes, I have. They may or
Wow.
may not have asked us for some feedback on that. And it was,
Wow. That was
Yeah,
there
they
was a
crushed
batch
that.
of mixes like a mile long, and that one stood out for me. Really
yeah, there
stood
were
out.
quite a lot of remixes of that
Yeah,
record.
well, really
But
good.
They killed
They
it.
killed it. Yeah. All right. Well, La Felix, nice one, dude. I like that. I think I might play another one of his if we have a minute. But up next is Don Tolliver, and this is called After Party. And this is Dope or Nope. See, here the static makes sense.
Yeah, it stays with that kick.
Exactly.
Let's
Tolliver After Party with DJ Za remix. Nick?
Nice. So I love the vocal. I love the general vibe of the remix. I think is awesome. There was quite a bit of space, which sometimes I really like, but in this, I think there's an opportunity to add some more. We had this recurring theme today with call and response. I feel like there's a lot of moments in this record that in those gaps, there could have been a cool like rhythmic percussive element or another like little synth melody or a vocal that plays off the main vocal that comes in, some kind of chops. Like to just kind of have the drums and the bass ride in those gaps, I think does a disservice to how cool the rest of the record is. So I would just revisit that. It feels a little unfinished, but it's almost there to me.
Yeah.
But who knows? This might. I think as is, this could go off. I just think those little tweaks would help it go a long way.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it would fit in a set. Right?
For sure.
So you got that part, but what makes it beyond that?
Right.
What makes it stand out? Like it would. I think it fit if like DJ's playing and like it's consistent. It will fit in. But like sometimes that's great, like in a set. But like where that DJ would place it, right? Is it like peak moment of the night, or like when he really wants to like be in that journey when you get on top of the curve there before you go back down a little bit again? Is that that record, right? So those are the ones that stand out, I think, in a set generally.
I'd agree.
Don Tolliver, DJ Za remix of After Party, and I think we've actually broken the internet. No, we just came to the last song. I'm going to run this in the background a little bit. This is a La Felix track again called Spick and Span. We're going to listen to that. What do you have planned? Hi. Can I am. And there you go. Yeah, kids are home from school, 4 o'clock.
There you go.
So that's my life. So what do you have planned, Nick, for Christmas? What's coming up?
This weekend, we're actually heading to see our mutual friend out in Vegas. Clinton Sparks is throwing his debut of the Global Gaming League. Music meets fashion meets gaming. And going out there to see him and hang for a bit, talk all things about how we can do some music together for that. So really excited about that.
That looks like a really cool thing too. I really dig what he's doing.
Yeah,
it's really,
it's awesome.
Really interesting idea, like taken to the next level.
He's an executor. He comes up with some really slick concepts, but he knows how to get them moving, which is nice.
He does. And don't you have a new release out, right?
Do we?
I don't know.
Do we? We have a new release coming. We just put out a Minted remix. Minted, who's been on this chat, Todd Stuckey and Corral, who paired up to make Minted. They did a remix of our track Waterfalls that just recently came out.
Nice.
And we've got a record called Feed My Soul coming out later this month with an artist by the name of Carry On. Super dope. Really excited about that one.
Cool.
But some really cool stuff out on Liftoff, Reach You with Haleen and Mason Boss and Forework. Excited about that. Zach Martino and Matt Stefanina did a remix that's coming. And then After Love with Aviella, JM and Zach Martino is out. So, and then Kid Spin comes out with her.
Familiar from here, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Kid Spin has a record out tomorrow called Fiesta Cumbiambera that just got added to Globalization this week. So we're staying busy.
Dude.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. I love it. Well, great. And thank you for joining me today with, I guess we were short-staffed, if you will. But I think we got through a lot of demos, by the way. No joke.
Our whole unpaid staff.
Yeah.
They didn't show up for work.
I know. Our staff. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love doing this. And we just completed year 4 or 5? I don't even know at this point.
I want to say it's 4, right? Because it was a COVID thing initially, right?
Yeah, it was COVID, and then, so you're right. Yeah, so we started on Clubhouse with all the gizmos that we had to buy to make that happen. This is a lot easier, even with the occasional static and the side camera over here. But yeah, really enjoy it. I am going to be, I have so many projects. Ooh, I have a new Dom Dalla and MK that I'm working on coming out tomorrow.
Hey, congrats.
Yeah,
heard that
really
promo.
Excited about that. Really good song. I like it a lot. And then, yeah, Spawn. I'm on QVC quite regularly now, lately.
You personally, like you're appearing?
I'm going to be appearing. I don't have the exact day yet, but I'm going to be the demo guy for the Meta Quest 3S.
Nice.
Which is hysterical because I don't game. So yeah, so I had to learn. I mean, the stuff on there is like that thing's insane, man. I literally.
I still have not used one.
I have a little fun with it. It's really fun, really fun. But yeah, and then there's a Zed's Dead also out tomorrow, which I really like that I'll be working on. We're just finalizing the radio edit of that. And then the stuff that I have, you know, the stuff that I'm already like the Mason Boss for You and the Zach Martino, which are two favorites of mine. And then I will say there is a Nadia Ali solo, and she produced it, track coming out on January 1st.
Love it.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. It's super different, really fun, and yeah, be on the lookout because that's also going to get pushed out as an acapella.
Most people don't know she produces, but obviously I know from talking to you and listening to a bunch of stuff that you've sent me, but her production is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, she self-taught, you know. I mean, she has some good teachers, like people that work with her and just like going over like sounds and get this and get that and that kind of stuff. I mean, Sultan and Ned can't have two better best friends that are also quite accomplished in that lane as well. But she's working with a lot of really good people who have been, you know, guiding her through this learning period. And she wrote about 50 songs since the middle of the year and has been producing all of them. So I'm excited to get that going next year. I have Belle Renee, who's been like just cranking out stuff on the drum and bass side, and just like really, we have Sullivan King piece coming. We have an EP on Dimmock, which will launch next year. There's a track at some point with Adventure Club, which is not drum and bass. There was like one of those bumped into the studio thing. But yeah, a lot of really fun stuff, and I'll be like probably jamming until about the night of the 22nd or 23rd, and then I'm gonna give it a day, give it a rest,
give it a short week,
at least for a couple days. I'll be back at it before the 1st for sure. But thank you all so much for always joining us and joining us on Instagram and Facebook and wherever you do, and listening to our music. And yeah, don't forget to hug someone you love, because it's never too late to tell them how you feel, especially around this time of the year, because, you know, 100%. I think December is hard for people who are, you know, maybe don't have a big group of people that, you know, really take good care of each other, you know, that kind of thing, or they're feeling a little lonely. December is a difficult month, I know, from the mental health side, and also from the sobriety side. December rather is, you know, it's a hard one. So just reach out to someone you haven't talked to in a little while and check up on them. I think that's a fair thing to do. And yeah, that's it for me. That's it for us, I think, today. And thank you all for your time.
Yeah, I will say I think we'll jump on at some point over the next couple weeks and probably do some sort of demo drop. Not a demo feedback thing as much as just like, hey, everybody come on, drop your records, drop links.
Yeah, cool.
We'll check out some stuff. It's been a minute since Danny and I have had some time to catch up and do that.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
thank you.
EDMA Awards. Yeah, go ahead.
EDMA Awards. Today they announced that in a collaboration with, you guessed it, Winter Music Conference is coming back. So it'll be the Wednesday, Thursday, and part of Friday will be WMC, and then what used to be the IDMAs is basically going to be the EDMAs. All powered by the same lovely, gracious team that did last year in the tornado. We did that. But yeah, I'm really excited to be part of that team and working with them and getting the radio panels together and working on the panels themselves, because I think there's so many great events globally, you know, the ADE and the Visa, and like, you know, we have, you know, Miami Music Week, but I think there's just wasn't any conversation going on, and I think that it's time. 2025 needs to be different. Needs to be like, we need to do things as a group, as a community better, and I think we'll all succeed more from that. And having those conversations is really what makes that happen.
Well, last year, if you were there last year, even if you weren't, just to paint the picture, there was a massive storm that came into Miami that could have shut everything down. They were able to move everything inside. So we were all kind of stuck in a room together. But the cool part about it was that anybody who was there that, you know, was participating in the event all got to be in one room together, which never happens.
Right.
Because things are disjointed and they're outside and they're at random times and
Right.
whatever. So this almost forced everybody to be there like an old school conference.
Right.
So if anything, it was a cool sneak peek at what they're going to do when it is properly planned out.
And I'll be back at the Eden Rock again, so it's a nice place. So we'll do, and I think we're gonna need to move some things indoors, just because of the sheer size of what's gonna happen. And also just to preempt the typical Miami, like you don't know what you're gonna get that week weather-wise.
Totally.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Armin van Buren. So, yeah, it was so fun.
It was.
I mean, if you weren't there, like. Armin came in and like he went around the radio room for I don't know how long. He's just so awesome. Like he was like, yeah, let's talk. And he talked. He was in there 45 minutes, almost an hour. And I thought he had, because that was Friday, and I thought he had used up his time because he had to go to Ultra. Like, you know, guy had to go to work. And I was like, Armin, thank you so much. Like, we're still putting equipment, like plugging shit in on the floor above where we were at, and he was like, yeah, no, I'm good, I'll wait. And then he ended up going upstairs, and then it was like him, and then all these people started playing together. You know, he had what was it, Deadmau5 and Cascade back to back, and then Armin was still up there. Armin played for an hour upstairs too, just because.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, it was
really
a
fun moment. It was definitely one of those things they'll stick with me for a while.
Yeah, nobody panicked, and it just happened. It was great.
I'm excited about it. We got to talk about it too, but I've been talking to those guys about maybe some kind of production panel and, you know, getting into the weeds of what we all do. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think that would be sweet.
Yeah, for sure. I think maybe we do a live Dope or Nope this year. Should we do that?
I mean, this would be the opportunity, right? You're involved.
Yeah. Plus there's panels. So.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great, great, great holiday. Be safe. And we'll see you next year.
We're going to raid into, I had him up over here. The one and only DJ Green Lantern is live right now on Twitch.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, we're going to go on over there.
All right, let's do it. See you guys.
All right. See you guys. In 5 seconds, you're heading on over. Where's it going?
What do we got?
Did it go? It went.